What's up, family? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. And today, guys, we back. But we got to go over everything that we missed. So we got to talk about the Ryan Garcia, Haney fight. We got to talk about the draft, who did the best, that we feel did the best drafting. Got to go over Darvin Ham, got fired, current events. And the NBA playoffs, man. We got to jump into it. All that's coming up for you next on I Said It. Subscribe, y'all. Please subscribe and comment down below. Stop being shy. What up, family? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. I am your co-host, Chris, and I got the whole crew with me, man. We back, man.
What's up?
Nothing much, man. Y'all know we got to jump right into it. We missed a lot while we was gone. We was gone for 2 weeks. Thank y'all for bearing with us. But we had things to handle, man. We had things going on, man. So we're gonna start off with Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. We all watched the fight. We all went over. Me and Blair went over Brianna's house and enjoyed the fight over there. It was a good time. Not everybody made it through the whole fight, but hey, first of all, I want to know your reaction to the fight first. Sean, I'll start off with you. I want to know your reaction to the fight first, and then we'll get to the aftermath of the fight itself, like what's going on since the fight has happened. But what was your reaction when you first watched the fight? Because most of us, we got to stand on business. Most of us had Devin, so.
I had Devin.
We all had Devin. Let's be real.
And I chose Devin because he's a pure box. And after that last fight with that I seen that he had with Tank, I'm just like, you know what? Even though he still got that power punch, he gonna outbox. But old buddy, fuck his jaw. He ain't had the legs to fight that nigga when he was getting hit, boy. That nigga was moonwalking. Omarion him, Usher him, Chris Brown him. Electric Slab, Electric Boogaloo 1 and 2. Like, he was all over the place, man. I say after that first round, for real, really kind of defined the fight. I think Devin was looking for that punch. And when he started turning his back to him, it was like kind of throwing off his whole game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a boxing expert, but I will say this: I think it was a mind game. I mean, he was playing mind games from social media, also within the ring, and he just defeated that man. He took over him physically and mentally, so that's all I could say.
Blair, we watched the fight. What was your original reaction? Before all the bullshit happened, what was your original reaction? I know you're going to keep it 1,000. What is your original reaction?
My original reaction to what? The way the fight went, how I felt about it's not very popular, but everybody told me I was tripping.
I know. That's why I asked you. I knew I was coming to you next. I knew I was coming to you. I know what you're going to say. So, you said it to me.
The fight, it did not feel authentic, bro. The fight felt slightly rigged to me. The way the fight went, and I was like, I don't like how this fight is going. Maybe I was in a weird place and I couldn't see it from a different view. But the feel of the fight, that fight didn't feel right to me. Like, nah, bro. Like how you stagger somebody in the first round and you don't go for one kill shot after that in the first round. Like, there were so many occasions where it's like, this dude can't take any punches from this dude. And he just steady, like, not going for the, like, even the knockdowns he got, it seems like he may not have supposed to got some of those. Like the first one seemed like, hey man, I wasn't even supposed to knock him down yet. Like it was so surprising where it came from. And dude, the fight just seemed wrong. The whole thing.
It seemed rigged.
It seems very much so. To me, that's how I felt. That's why I was like, as soon as I was like, everybody like, man, you crazy. I'm like, bro, I've never seen a fight like this. I've never seen a dude get rocked the way my man got rocked. And like, you didn't hit him like that again for like 4 or 5 rounds. Like, and he didn't do anything. Like the style of the fight didn't change. Like once he got hit, you could tell my man realized that I guess the punches were real or whatever the case may be. But the feeling of the fight it just didn't feel like that's weird. And it went the distance. I'm like, how you knock somebody down that early? And it just, to me, it just did not, I didn't like the fight. And I'm normally decent at that, but it just felt weird to me, bro. I don't know. It just felt weird to me, man. Conspiracy theory and all. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but it felt weird. Based on everything leading up to the fight and like everything that transpired before the fight, immediately dude gets a new contract. Like, you don't know what's in that contract. Who had the time to look through that whole contract they just wrote up? He's made up a new contract. He changed a few little things. Something about it wasn't right. And then for my man to test positive, y'all, yeah.
Yeah, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. Brianna, when you first watched the fight, I mean,
let's do this. Did you rewatch the fight?
Did you rewatch the fight?
It was a rewatching of the fight. Did you rewatch the fight to make sure you felt good about how the fight went?
I missed the whole thing.
Okay.
I watched the first 5 seconds and then I went to bed. So I missed the whole fight.
The first 5 seconds.
The whole thing. I watched the first 5 seconds and then I went
I think you watched like the first round or two.
I don't think I made it past the first round.
You made it to round 4 or 5.
Did I?
I sat down after 2. I was pissed. I was hot. Matter of fact, I sat down after. I was hot after the first one. I was like, man, what am I watching? And it just, you made it to about 4 or 5.
Did I? Oh, so I watched more than I
thought. It was a long fight. Like it felt like a long fight. You made it.
Wow, I watched more than I thought I did. I did not go back and rewatch it. I just heard that he took an L. I was very surprised.
Well, allow us to fill you in. Basically, how the first 4 rounds went that you saw, that's how the whole fight went. That's pretty much how it went. Everything they was doing in the first 4 is everything they had that pretty much happened in the rest of the fight. Like, nothing really changed.
There was no strategy change. No, my man rabbit shotted him a lot in the ear, but my man ducked in the hold a lot after the first round. Like it was, yeah.
It was a lot of rinse and repeat. He just kept getting hit by the same punch. It was frustrating. And I felt what Blair was saying, like something ain't right here, and we gonna get to the rest of that, because something he was saying, something ain't right, something don't feel right. He knocked him down, but he didn't go for the kill shot, because after he knocked him down, he didn't go for the kill shot. He just sat back and started doing the same things that he was doing. But we can all clearly say this man is out on his legs. He got the bandy legs out here. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't go at him. You just let this man survive this whole round. That's basically how Blair felt like it was rigged from that point. Like, bro, he didn't go at, like, what was this? And the rest of the fight, it was just him catching. He was just basically catching him with the same shot.
After that, like,
he was mad. He was not happy. He was not happy about what had transpired. Me personally, I was still shocked because I was like, wait a minute, this dude, did he play us? Like this dude was acting like he been crazy this whole time. Like he just went out mentally. This nigga brought a beer to the weigh-in. He came in 3 pounds overweight. I'm thinking this nigga not taking this shit seriously. Ain't no way he winning this fight. I knew the ability that he had, but ain't no way I'm picking a nigga who ain't taking this fight serious. He brought a beer to the damn weigh-in. Why would I pick this nigga? I can't do it. I can't do it. Not in good conscience. I know you can fight, but dog, I can't do it. And for him to do what he did was shocking to me. Darius, how did you feel about the fight and how it had originally unfolded?
I feel like I told y'all if he had his head on straight, that fight could go either way. And looks like that's what it was. I don't feel like it was no funny stuff. I feel like even though Garcia had him on the ropes, I feel like he still respected Devin Haney's boxing. That's why he didn't rush him. I feel like he just caught Devin Haney with a good shot, man. You get caught with a good shot, they throw your equilibrium off. You either gonna recover or you not. And he recovered. But shit, he caught another one, and then it was over with from there. I do feel like the weight thing probably had a lot to do with it. I feel like he was 3 pounds overweight at the weigh-in. He was probably 7 to 8 pounds overweight for the fight.
Yeah, rehydration.
So Haney had that going against him too, but I mean, I had liked the fight. It's just, hey, it's a tough loss for Haney, man. He'll be okay. Hey, better not talk that shit next time.
Yes, it was a tough fight to fight. But let's get to what actually happened days later. So days later, it is released that Ryan Garcia tested positive for a banned substance, and they knew this. It was like, I think it's the sample right before the day before the fight. And they take 2 samples. They take an A and a B. So the A sample tested positive. Ryan Garcia really immediately came out and said his quote was, after it came out that he tested positive, his quote was, "I don't even know." This is Ryan Garcia's quote. "I don't even know where to get steroids. I barely even take supplements. Big lies. I beat his ass." So now we can think about this in totality, that it hasn't come out because he requested that they test the B sample as well. But if this is true, how the fuck they let this man fight, man? That's what I want to know. What's the point of them? What's the point of testing these fighters before the fight? If y'all gonna let this man, if this is true, if this comes out to be true, if this man is roided up and y'all, this is boxing, bro. You can kill this man. Why would you? How are they allowing these people to go out here and fight people, and you know one of them is dirty? This is a gladiator sport, bro. They're punching each other in the head and face. Niggas die on doing boxing every day, B, like real life. So how you gonna sit here and feed us for shit that possibly is dirty, because it's not confirmed all the way? It just said that the A sample tested positive for some roids. How can y'all let this man still fight? That's what I want to know. How? Like how? Why? Why would they let these still fight?
Always like a couple days after the event. That's why they test them a couple times. Sometimes they test them after too.
I mean, I get that part, but this is the sample that they said that they knew that they collected I guess the couple of days or a day before the fight.
They said a ban. Did they say it was just a ban? They didn't say what the substance was, though, right?
No, they didn't say. I forgot.
I thought they just said PED.
Yeah, it was like it's basically like a steroid. Basically, it's supposed to make your make you stronger or whatever. It's something that I think I have seen it in the article. I could try to find it again, but I had seen it in the article. It was some word that
Not
most people.
cocaine.
Nah, it wasn't cocaine. I mean, that's what I thought it was going to be like. Oh, he tested positive for cocaine. I mean, that made the most sense, right? But how though? Like, why? How are they allowing these people to still be boxing after these dudes done steroids? And that's why it comes to the point to where I think you were feeling that something ain't right, and this nigga's out here roided up, possibly fighting this man. How can they allow that to happen though? Like, I'm not
If they
understanding.
do before the fight, that's crazy to me. That's
That's what I'm
outrageous.
saying.
If they
Yeah,
do
like
the fight, that's you can't let that fight happen. But if it came out after the fight, it came out after the fight. They're not saying that they knew before the fight, or they're saying that they did know before the fight and they let the fight happen anyway.
well, see, I think that's where the answers. I think that's where we have to get the answers from.
No, they
figure it
didn't
out.
know before the fight. The first test was a day before the fight.
I didn't think so, right? It takes a couple days usually for the test, and that's usually after the event happens, the fight, and they'd be like, yeah, if you dirty, that's when they'll say something.
Well, they might. Well, I understand that, but y'all got something. Got to happen. They got to find out a different way
Nah,
to
I
test
mean,
them.
that's the way it works, bro. They
That's
test
the way it goes. That's the way it going every
the
sport.
event. They do that for everything. They do it for the
Yeah,
Olympics.
they don't test football players till after the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that part. Yeah.
Like they're not testing you these 3 months before. Like you're not about to fight tomorrow.
That's fair. That's fair. I just feel like it's got to be something that they can do. Test earlier. I understand they're doing it the day before the test. I mean, the day before the event, but I think they should test them. I think they do test them like multiple times before the event, but that was the one that just popped up to be dirty.
Leading up to it, you mean?
Yeah, leading up to the event. So like if y'all know it takes, so let's say we know a week out, right? It takes a week for the test to come back. Or say it takes 5 days for the test to come back, for y'all to test it, make sure everything is right, that the sample was taken right, all that. And the results of those tests come out the day before the event. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be a more efficient way to do it, to test them, because boxing is a sport that where people can die, bro. People can die for real, like
See,
easy.
that ain't gonna help. You test him a week before, and then he takes steroids the whole week of.
If you don't test them the day before, it still never matters.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know what the solution would be. Maybe the solution would be them to come up with some science that can get the results quicker or something. I don't know.
None of them are agreeing to be tested like every week leading up to a fight. Anybody agreeing to that? Like that's not happening.
They
And
not.
short of doing that, that's the only way you can accurately like tell if somebody's taking something. But they're not doing that. They just take it before and see what happens.
And see what happens. That, and he bet on himself, so he made a couple M's doing that too. So I mean, he won a lot of different ways. We all saw him beat the hell out of Haney. He got some money by betting on himself. I mean, I don't know. Last question: do y'all believe him? Do y'all believe that he didn't know he was taking a roid? Yeah, I think
I believe I believe anybody that does anything illegal, that's what they're supposed to say. He gave the answer and the response you're supposed to say. Whether he did it or not, he's not gonna ever say he did. Short of somebody getting a test with his thumbprint, like on the vial, handed to the cops, and they be like, "Look, man, I'm telling you, it was him." Like short of that, bro, he not. Why would nobody ever does that? They never say they did it, even if he did. Whole thing is weird to me. So them coming out after everything's transpired and being like, nah, that fight don't count. Dude was on something. A man's record intact, buddy record intact. Don't worry about it. None of it counted. The only thing that mattered is the money that changed hands on the gambling night. That's it.
facts. Facts. Well, we'll see the results of this here test and everything, and we'll get back on
Did they
to
say
it.
he found somebody already? Did he already like find a lab to get his B sample tested?
It did say that in the article that I had found earlier when I was writing the show. It just was
Said
talking
it's
about.
very rare that the A sample you get the B and the B sample's different. They're like that's very rare that it's not the same.
Correct. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I see the conspiracy theories is flying around and all the other stuff, but hey, you just gotta sit and wait. And we all sitting and waiting to see if the B sample comes out positive too. So we'll see. Moving
But hold on,
on.
but the thing is all this though. So let's just say all hypotheticals. So he been accused of cheating. Basically, that's cheating, right?
Yeah,
He also came in 3 pounds heavier.
correct.
So it's like, come on, man. I mean, he probably did this shit to lose weight. He probably was super overweight. That shit probably on social media was probably real. He had to do something. He tried to act fast, get his shit together, and went that route. You get what I'm saying? That's a
Mm-hmm.
possibility, but like you said, until the B sample, but it's like, man, I mean, I done did multiple drug tests, bro. Like, come on now. Like, it is what it is. But my thing is, like, did he really have to do that? That's what kind of like fucks up the fight. Like, I don't really think he had to do that because he does have some power behind that punch. So I think it would have been still a fantastic fight even without the drugs, man, or whatever the fuck he did.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be doing a rematch pretty soon, probably, possibly, who knows.
Man,
So
I don't want to see it.
yeah, Haney just looked like his punches was affecting him a lot. So especially that body punch where he was turning his back and he was just punching him in his back, like uh, it just didn't look good. Didn't look good for Haney.
Did y'all see Devin's mom pass out in the audience, man?
No.
What?
Yeah, when he fell down the first time, mom fell out. Like, oh my baby, oh Lord. Yeah. I gotta check
I
that
don't know.
shit out, man. I wish I was the host to share that shit, but yeah, that shit's all over the place.
I did not see that.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
I'll put that in post if it's if I find it. I'll put it in there for
All
y'all.
right.
We gonna move on though. We gonna move on though. We had a lot of big stuff that we missed, and the big thing that we missed was the NFL draft. Yes, the NFL draft. I would like to know because we are big on the NFL draft here, and NFL is a big part of our show. Who do you feel did the best in the NFL draft? Who improved their team the best? Who got the best players? Where you going with it? Sean, where you gonna go with it, man? I know you know who been drafted. I'm sure you watch it because we always watch it.
I
So,
mean, again, the draft is crazy because honestly, you really gotta grade it by what the team actually needed. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Some guys just selecting the best available guy at that position. Like, truth be told, I like what the Eagles did. They got two DBs. They DBs is getting kind of old. And NFC East is launching that motherfucking ball. I like what the Eagles did. But again, just looking at the draft, man, it's several teams that did pretty good in my eyes. Also, going back with the Eagles, I like the Trotter pick. You know what I'm saying? That was a good
Mm-hmm.
one. I even like what the Patriots did at the quarterback position. They got two young guys. One don't make it, the other one might. I mean, so I really can't say for certain. I can only say this, and this is kind of contrary to what you asked me. As far as my team, the Bengals, the third day was garbage, in my opinion. Straight garbage. It was like garbage, just a waste of my fucking time watching. I was like, man, who the fuck is this dude? But again, they solidified the old line, what they've been asking for like 3 years. They got 3, 6, 8, 6, 7 plus guys, 340 something pounds. So I like that pick. The Caleb Williams thing, I think that's the trial by error. I want to see what he do. I think he might. Man, they just I don't know, man. Something wrong with Chicago and quarterbacks, bro. I just don't get it. You can't name a good quarterback from Chicago in the last 20 years.
30.
Oh,
40.
shit. Damn. So I don't know. I hope he's that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You stick your hand in a bubblegum machine and you try to get that red one. Hopefully he that red one. I don't know. Shit, but man, overall, like I said, teams did good. It was a good first day. Second day was decent. I was more interested in who I was picking. I hate that Cleveland got my boy Michael Hall. He's from Ohio State, defensive tackle. But yeah, I think it was very entertaining. The first round was dope, man. I like old boy that went to Detroit too. Shout out to Detroit, the corner Arnold. Yeah, he dope. Yeah, he dope. I like that pick. Really love that pick. So yeah, I like a lot of good picks, man, that some teams made. But that's my only take I can really say. I can't really say who did what, but I watched the whole damn thing, bro.
Yeah, I did too. I watched the whole thing. Brianna, who would you have? Who you got as had the best draft in the NFL draft this past season?
Did not watch the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch like the first couple of picks, of course, but I didn't care about them people.
You didn't even care about the people that the Ravens got?
I saw he got a Wiggins, and that was it.
I thought you were going to say everybody at the Ravens pick. That's it. Hey,
I gotta
shock me every day. Shock me every day, B. You shock me every day.
I gotta see what they bought first.
I feel you. And basically, all we're doing is just a projection of what we think of those players were in college and what they think going to be in the NFL. That's basically what we're doing. From what I had, I feel what Sean is talking about our Bengals. He didn't like day 3. I definitely like the 2 tight ends that we picked up, especially the one from Iowa. I think he can be really, really good. So I think we solidified our offensive line. I didn't like the offensive lineman that we took. I thought we should have just traded out or picked the best corner available. I wanted Kool-Aid, and I think Kool-Aid is going to be awesome. But I understood why they took the offensive lineman because he had, potential. I don't like drafting players on what you think they could be instead of giving the production. Show me the production that this person had. He only really played, our first round pick only played 8 games, and he only finished 6 of them. So take that for what you will. But a lot of the other picks that they had was pretty good.
Look at Kyrie, bro. Look at Kyrie. It's a lot of motherfuckers like that. He went first overall.
Name me the offensive lineman that was like that you know of.
They only played like 8 games?
That played 6, that finished 6, and only played in 8.
Shit, I don't know. But he's
That's
a
what
dog,
I'm saying. I mean, he got the physical gifts. Don't get me wrong. Did I like the pick? No. I thought that we should have picked Kool-Aid. I'm not gonna lie to you. From what I watched, when I watched college football, that's who I wanted. I wanted Kool-Aid. I know our corners are young.
It was like 3 corners that went before Kool-Aid.
Yeah, and I still think Kool-Aid was the best one. I understand Mr. Arnold that went to Detroit. I understand he nice.
I know a lot of people high on Kool-Aid. He more of a physical guy, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll probably be best at safety for real. Or if he play in the AFC at corner, yes. But NFC, he'll be best at safety. But I see why some people got picked ahead of him, though.
Yeah, I do too. But I still feel like that Kool-Aid was the best one. Me personally.
I don't, not for the Bengals?
Yes.
Or you just say overall?
Overall and for the Bengals. I personally don't believe in the corners that we have right now as far as like the secondary corners. I I don't want to get off on a tangent with that, but I just felt like corner was the best way to go. Either that or trade back. But I understood why they went where they went
So
and
hold
why
on,
they went.
pause. I know we gotta get to y'all, man. But so if Joe get hurt again, what the fuck would you say then? See, now
What
he
you
ain't
mean?
got no excuse. We don't
This
put
nigga might not
millions
even
of
play in
dollars
a
in front
game,
of you.
Sean. What are you talking about? How you know this kid? He couldn't even play in college. What makes you think he can play in NFL?
Bro, the thing is, the
That's
thing
all I'm
is,
saying.
what Joe gonna say is, if the motherfucker didn't get no O lineman, that's gonna be his forever excuse 10 years from now. People gonna always say that. Man, he ain't never had no O line to help him. So now, motherfucker, Mr. Brown done put some money on the line, literally. What's your excuse now, Joe, to keep your motherfucking injured motherfucker Mr. Glass ass up? Y'all talk about AD all the time.
Wait a minute.
Let's
Wait a
keep it
minute
a
now.
buck.
We keep it in the buck. So wait a minute now. So is the first round pick gonna start over the guy that they already got in free agency?
Who? Mr. Brown? Mr. Brown, top 5 in the league.
Is the first round pick that we just picked the guy that
No,
you
but
said?
he gonna start. He gonna start next year, so he can learn from
Okay,
somebody
then.
that's 30.
Why am I playing for next year? Fuck next year, nigga. I'm trying to win right now. T gonna be gone next year. I need to win right now. Give me the best corner. Give me the best player available. And I feel like motherfucker Kool-Aid long term gonna be a better football player than the nigga we got. Period. That's how I feel
Oh
about
man, save this film. Save
it. And
this
we
footage.
gonna save the film.
Oh
I'm
my
just keeping it
god.
up. But who I felt did, I think the Eagles did a great job. I definitely feel like they did some very good picks. I like that Trotter
These
pick.
motherfuckers been drafting corners and
But
shit the last couple years, and this nigga been
and
hurt the last couple years.
and how many of those corners that they got work out? Done
They been
their thing.
how many full seasons Joe Burrow played?
Okay, man. Okay. Didn't we pick up a lineman to start at that spot already? Yes.
Yeah.
So they already addressed that. What I'm saying
Nigga,
is
he 30 years
trade back.
old, 6'8", 350.
Then you should have picked up somebody else. Then, goddamn it, pick up somebody else. I'm not trying to make this a Bengals conversation. Fuck the Bengals. They didn't have the best draft. The Jets had the best draft. The Jets to me had the best draft. I like everything they did. They got the second best offensive tackle in this draft. They got Micah Corley. They got the best running back that I felt in this draft, and Braylon Allen. And then they went back and got their future with Jordan Travis, the quarterback from Florida State. They hit home runs for me. Them four picks right there hit home runs for me. And they got those guys in the first, third, fourth, and fifth rounds. Now, did they need Mr. Allen? No, they did not. But I think they got him as an insurance policy, and he's a grinder. He's I'm gonna hand you this ball like how Derrick Henry is. He big like Derrick Henry. I ain't saying he gonna be Derrick Henry. I'm saying he big like Derrick Henry, and he's a grinder like Derrick Henry. Like, give me the ball, I'm gonna give you about 3-4 yards. That man is a baller. In college, and he's only 20 years old. Mr. Allen rushed for like 1,200 yards his first 2 seasons at Wisconsin, and he a baller. And in his first season, he averaged 6.8 yards a carry. And I'm with that. And then you go back and you get Mr. Travis. He 2 seasons in a row he done balled out, and they probably would have been in the national championship hunt if Mr. Travis did get hurt. But I felt like the Jets had the best draft overall for me, just with those 4 players. I think those are future impact players. I know that Mr. Jordan needs to heal and get back from his injury. Understandable. The team that I asked y'all that afterwards, but because the team that would just blew my mind, I was just like, whoa, what the hell is going on here? But Darius, who do you feel like had the best draft? I know I done got off track with Sean because we arguing about the Bengals. We can do that another day. Who you had that had the best draft this year so far, from what you can see?
Team that addressed the needs that it needed to address. The Pittsburgh Steelers. What the fuck wrong with you? I got my center. I got a steal to another lineman that can play all around. He can play tackle and he can play guard. I got a receiver. And when healthy, I got probably the best linebacker in the draft if he could stay healthy. So I'm good. I feel like the Jets had a good draft. I feel like the Bears had a really good draft. I feel like Sean with the Bears, man. They are in quarterback purgatory. I don't think Caleb Williams is going to change that. I don't think it's necessarily the QB. I think it's the organization, bro. And when organizations suck, you got to clean house. Until then, they just going to ruin niggas because they done had plenty of decent quarterbacks. It's always something internal that they doing that's fucked up. I feel like the Eagles had a good draft. I don't think the white corner is gonna be as good as everybody think he's gonna be either. Not because he's white. I just don't think he's that good of a corner.
I think he's a safety, to be honest with you.
Who I thought had a surprising draft though. I mean, of course, Atlanta had the surprise of the draft. I don't necessarily think it was a bad pick though, simply because I don't think they felt like he was going to be available at number 8, which is probably why if he was on their board, they probably took him off. Because I think they thought that more teams was going to try to trade up and get a quarterback. So I don't think they felt like he was going to be there. But I'm like, there's no harm in trying to get you a future quarterback when you're starting quarterback. It costs you, but quarterback is going to cost everybody who wants a decent one. A 35-year-old Kirk Cousins coming off an ACL injury, which if he's healthy, at best could win you a playoff game. Kirk Cousins ain't never won shit, and he done had good teams. So I don't know why everybody's acting like, oh, you put all this money in Kirk Cousins, blah, 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 blah. I done seen him have Stephon Diggs and all these other receivers. He don't take these niggas nowhere. He just keep you from not being trash. He keep your team from not being trash. And if your team is not going to be trash, when you going to get a quarterback? Once he gone. He was a 2-year project anyway. Go ahead and get your quarterback. You're going to let him sit for 2 years. So far, with the younger quarterbacks, the quarterbacks who have sat a couple years for the most part are the ones now that's like at the cream of the crop. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. These niggas done wrote even more recently, my man in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ain't nothing wrong with sitting back and grooming your guy. You know what I'm saying? They can get off of Kirk Cousins in 2 years, and they still don't have to pay the huge tax yet on Michael Penix Jr., and you can wait and see what he's going to be, and then you can still decide on the 5th-year option, because whether you pick up the 5th-year option or not, he's still going to be the quarterback. So they good.
Let me push back on that a little bit. I understand why they did what they did, because one, there ain't no guarantee that Kirk Cousins is going to even last through the season. I mean, if y'all watched the quarterback show in last season, and y'all heard this man throw the ball, and he was just like, ew, 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 after every throw, because the man was hurt. His ribs was busted up, like, ran to the sideline. They're like, you all right? He was like, no. Like, bruh, I understand that part. I get it. But you paid that man $100 million plus to be your quarterback. And the other dude that you drafted, which I like him a lot. If you saying he gonna be on the sidelines for 2 years, by the time he get in the game, he gonna be 26. That nigga damn near 30 at that point. But why pay Kirk Cousins if that was your plan? Why pay Kirk if you don't? My thing is, I think they believe that Kirk ain't gonna last throughout the season. That's what I feel like. I feel like they think the secret is they're not coming out and saying it, but they saying it by drafting Penix. He just not gonna stay healthy. That's what I feel.
So why didn't they guarantee money then?
The reason that you pay Kirk Cousins is because you can't mess around and put yourself in purgatory and not have a QB at all. They had to go off of what was available for them at the time. Like I said, I don't think that they think that a Michael Penix is going to be there at 8 because you got other teams trying to trade up. There's rumors that the Chargers might trade Justin Herbert on draft day and draft a new QB. So it was like you thinking all of these dudes about to go. And then all of a sudden, he's there. He ain't going to be there in the second round for you to pick up. He ain't going to be there. So if you like him, go ahead and get him now. And like I said, the whole Kirk Cousins thing, I don't think they was planning on Kirk Cousins taking them to a Super Bowl, but they was planning on Kirk Cousins making them better than they already was.
But Dez, why you pay him $100 million? You don't think he
that's the going rate for a decent quarterback, man.
Come on, man.
Think about it. Do you think Kirk Cousins is better than Geno Smith?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit better than Geno.
He gotta make more money. You think he's better than Daniel Jones?
I mean, obviously, yes. I mean,
he gotta make more money than him.
But is Kirk Cousins coming off an Achilles injury at however old he is better than Geno Smith? No, I don't think so.
You don't know.
I don't think so. I would rather have Geno. I'd rather have Geno not coming off an injury than him coming off it.
You going off of that. Geno had that one good year. His year wasn't as good the year after that.
Fair. But you asking me what I'd rather. I'd rather have a healthy Geno than a hurt Kirk.
This is the thing. If you wasn't going to get Kirk Cousins, who was you going to get?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You gotta go off of what you got available.
I don't know. Maybe a Justin Fields. That probably would have been a much more.
How you figure? Nobody wanted to take a chance on Justin Fields. Nobody. We took a chance on him.
Listen, I was in the city. The city of Atlanta wanted to take a chance on Justin. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, that's what they wanted. But they got Kirk, and they was cool with that.
If you take Justin Fields and then he don't work, you back in some bullshit. Now everybody gonna be like, you got all this young talented, and then you wasted it on a dude who nobody was confident in and wasn't proven in anything. At least Kirk Cousins has proven he can be a consistently decent quarterback. And that's what they need. That's what they need, especially they're not in a division where anybody expects somebody from that division to make a run for the Super Bowl, but they could definitely win the division with Kirk Cousins. He get them going on the up and up. Then you let him go. Why? 1, you old. 2, it's going to be the money on the books. And hopefully you groomed your talent, which you probably wanted in the first place, and then you can rock out with him.
That's fair. Like I said, I understood why they did it. I just had to push back a little bit because it was not gonna lie.
I think it was gonna be expensive regardless.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie because the niggas in Atlanta was baffled. They was like, "Nigga, what? Who?" They thought they was getting a defensive end. They're like, "Who? What? Wait, why? We just paid this man. You just said he's the man." Fun fact. Story come out today that Kirk Cousins didn't re-sign with the Vikings because the Vikings wanted to draft another quarterback.
You can't be mad at that. And you can't be mad at the Vikings for that shit. You just tore your ACL, nigga.
At least they was up front with you. Atlanta called you on the day of, like, yeah, we about to check this quarterback, and you have to suck this shit up, bro. That's cold-blooded business there, bro. Cold-blooded business. But hey, it is what it is, man. It's the NFL. Blair, who'd you have as the best team drafting players this year? You said no one?
What shows up for the season, son?
No one. No one. It's like, I'm not believing in none of these guys until they get here.
Draft and didn't see it at all. Saw some numbers and some lists and was like, okay, we'll see what it looks like when the season starts. I'm a Detroit fan, bro. Optimism is not necessarily in my forecast.
Now, I know you saw them Lions had a pretty good draft. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We'll see.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. They needed Terry and Arnold. They needed him bad, and they got him, which is crazy. But moving on. So, the Lakers decided that they wanted to move on too. So, apparently, Darvin Ham got fired, bro. We all saw the series. The Nuggets eked out every win that they needed to, beating the Lakers by 2 a couple games. I mean, they were hard-fought games, but they lost all of them, bro. But a lot of people blame Darvin Ham.
We didn't lose all of them. What you talking about?
I'm talking about the ones that y'all lost. The ones y'all lost. Okay, y'all won one. It was a gentleman's sweep. It's a gentleman's sweep. I'm not trying to down the Lakers, Sean.
A gentleman's sweep. We was in every game.
You were in every game, but you lost all of them but one. So therefore, it was gentlemanly swept. That's all I'm saying, man. It was a gentleman's sweep. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, man. I'm just trying to get the story out. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Darvin Ham got fired. Did he deserve it, John? You the resident Laker here. I gotta come to you first. They see you with your Laker hat on in the picture. So, did Darvin Ham deserve to be fired? I put it
like this, bro. That's the LeBron firing. But as far as do we deserve to get fired? No. But I'm gonna say this though. The expectations are very high. You know what I'm saying? So whoever who decides when you pick the Lakers, man, that's what the expectations are for you to win the ring, bro. So even if he would have went to the Western Conference Finals again, we expect you to win that shit. Like, second place don't mean shit to us. So, you know what I'm saying? In Lakers' eyes, he was going to get the hat. And you got LeBron. Like I said, LeBron is like the assistant GM. So, shit. I mean, what coach he hasn't got fired, bro?
I disagree.
You think he deserved to be fired?
I don't think LeBron got him fired. Have you? I'm gonna ask you.
Hold on. If we would take a whole pie, I say LeBron had at least 20% of that pie that had something to do with that. Best believe any kind of movement, especially with the Lakers, they gonna take AD and LeBron and ask them what they thoughts on this, what they about to do with it.
And I believe that 90% of the teams in the NBA are gonna take their stars' opinion. So I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this, Sean. You the resident Laker fan. How confident were you this year with all of the lineups that Darvin Ham was putting out game in and game out?
None.
Exactly. That is a coaching issue, bro. That is a coaching issue. You can't put that. I ain't saying that they just deserve to axe the man. You know what I'm saying? But that's been a big issue for them this year. This year, he wanted to play Christian Wood and what's the other kid name? The other
Vanderbilt or who? Rui?
No, the young light-skinned big man.
You talking about dude from Texas? Yeah. Damn, dude is at a fro.
Yes.
We'll find it. You going? Yeah.
You was playing all these dudes at terrible times during the season the whole time. Then the one time you need to rotate these big niggas in, you don't play them at all. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
And I think it's Darvin Ham shoulders some of the blame. I think a lot of the blame goes to the way that this roster was built.
I agreed on the roster. Yeah.
When y'all won in the bubble, y'all was different. Y'all was different than Minnesota, but the big part is what y'all had in common with them. You got, even if they coming off of the bench, you got them two. You had the White coming off the bench. You had JaVale McGee coming off the bench. Only thing they doing is experienced big dudes that's going to give you good minutes. You don't necessarily need them to score, but you need them bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like roster was a big thing, but I do feel like Darvin Ham didn't do himself no favors because this dude was terrible at putting lineups out there. He never knew what he really wanted to do as far as lineups with that team. A lot of what y'all accomplished this year came from your stars playing good. AD played 70 games this year.
LeBron balled out. He balled out in the playoffs.
LeBron averaged 26 again.
He might be first or second team on NBA.
And they get bumped. Man, it's tough. I can see why they fired him. That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna say he necessarily deserved it. But
I agree with you. I do agree with you. I can see why. And again, they just held the higher expectations. Like bro, that's like he is not gonna. No coach for any Laker team gonna stick on the team being mediocre. You can do that shit in Cleveland and small market teams and shit, but you can't do that with the Lakers, man. You gotta win some shit. And he did win the mid-season whatever
tournament.
That shit don't mean shit to us. We don't put those banners up. Y'all heard what Kobe said, man. The late Cole, Brian site. We don't count none of that shit. It's just banners only.
Sean, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. I just want a yes or no answer.
Oh nah, bro, you gotta move on to somebody else. Man.
No, this is me. This is me and my opinion. So, okay. 43 and 39. Is that good enough to be the Lakers coach?
43 and 39.
Yeah, that's your record. 43 and 39 losses. Is that good enough to be the Lakers coach? Just yes or no. Yeah or no?
Man, we talking for a single season?
For a single season, just come off.
I say yeah, that's cool. That's all right. We'll let you slide one time.
Oh, okay. So what about 47 and 35?
That's nice.
But he's saying your record.
I'll take that.
So
we all above 50%.
So 164 and 90. That's cool. Over the past two seasons, that's cool with you. And no chips.
No chips. Cool. Western Conference Finals.
But you don't count those. You the Lakers.
No, but if you're gonna state the man's record, state the man's record though. You gotta state his accomplishment.
I'm going on the expectations you gave upon me.
I agree, but I'm saying we had an award ceremony, and you just gonna tell me about my perfect attendance. You ain't gonna say I had motherfucking honor roll and nothing else.
But he didn't make honor
you know
roll.
What I'm saying? I ain't saying that nigga had honor roll.
You just stated that y'all
if I was married to Jeannie Buss, if I was married to Jeannie Buss, that nigga been fired.
I'm just giving you the cold hard facts. Now, did he deserve to get fired upon his record that he put forth with LeBron James and Anthony Davis? Yes. If we're going to go off of what did you do during the season and the playoffs? Yes. But however, the GM deserves to be fired next because he's done a terrible job since they won that championship. They went away from what got them the championship in the first place. You had Dwight Howard doing the dirty work and being the big man. You didn't get another. You got rid of Dwight Howard, and then proceeded not to get another big man that can do the work, dirty work for you, and be the big man. That's why. That's why they're being successful. The T-Wolves are being so successful now because they have big men that can do the dirty work and can guard. That's all they really need. It just so happens that they big man is doing the best that they can and scoring.
So
I think they need to both go.
So hold on. By that logic, should the Clippers fire Tyronn Lue?
Yes. 100%.
By that logic,
100%.
let me be honest. No, because he's not the coach of the Lakers. He's the coach of the Clippers.
Hold on.
We know what the Clippers are. The Clippers don't fit, as they say.
Wow,
should the Mavericks fire their coach?
Mavericks still in the playoffs. I don't know.
I mean, that's fine, but Luka went to the Western Conference Finals, and then I doubt they're gonna win the championship this year. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying about the logic. I just think
it's a short window. Like I said, I don't think the dude was putting good lineups out there, but that's a short window, bro. And I understand the Lakers are a championship organization. Shit, before LeBron got this guy had won championship in 10 years, though. So I'm like, you can't every 2 years fire the coach.
Facts.
I mean, even if you look at the last couple coaches they had, even Mike Brown, bro, he won Coach of the Year years later. But we don't Mike Brown. We don't had good coaches. Man, that's why I said somebody be in Jeannie Buss's ear. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
Listen, man. I'm just going off the Laker logic and lore, the delusional part that y'all have a little bit too. But yes, the delusion, because y'all be delusional. He just told you the last time y'all won a championship. What was the last time y'all won a championship before LeBron got there? It was like 2010. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. Facts be facts. And y'all been asked. Y'all was asked all the way up until that point. He came, brought y'all a chip, and y'all didn't sustain that because y'all didn't continue to do the thing. Really, he got hurt that second year because they was like first in the West or something like that. He messed up that ankle. It was downhill from there. And then y'all decided to change the team, not bring back Dwight, who's begging to get back on the squad. Like, hey, I can help. You know what I'm saying?
Dwight is shooting threes in motherfucking Puerto Rico, nigga. We don't want him.
I'm just saying, y'all need a guy that was doing the things that he was doing for y'all, which was playing defense and being big. That's all.
Man, we don't want him. Man, I don't want to say what I want to say, man. We don't skip the Dwight topic.
Blair,
you got to say you don't want this fruity nigga.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna let nobody guess what I was gonna say. I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna say.
Blair, did Ham deserve to lose his job, man?
According to Sean, yes.
Thank you.
What about according to Blairista?
Honestly, bro, I don't know how anybody coaches LeBron more than like 2 years anyway.
Oh, get him. What you gonna say about that, Chris?
That seems to be about the turnaround.
Or we better take a sit.
Supposed to be like, it's hard to coach that, bro. It's hard for somebody to come in there and tell him what to do. It's hard, even if you got an idea and a plan. Like, it's hard to see that plan out when like you're always on LeBron's timetable and there's no real chance to build a team because everywhere dude goes is like win or go home type deal. And the Lakers have an irrational idea of winning a championship every year when they don't be good. It's like bad, especially in LA, bro. It's a bad combination out in LA for all those things because the expectations are unrealistic. Like, Lakers have won just enough in like the last 25 years to still be like, yeah, we the same Lakers from like the 80s. Like they like Cowboy fans, bro, but Cowboy fans just haven't won anything in the same 25-year span. They haven't won a thing. Lakers fans won like 2 rings, maybe 3. And it's like we still deserve to win.
In 25 years, they don't
25 years,
won.
they got like 5.
They don't won like 6 rings.
Yeah.
6 rings. Okay, I'm sorry. You got to get Shaq years.
Yeah, the Shaq years.
Not that good run, but even after that, like it was tough for them last Kobe years, and it was pretty bleak until LeBron showed up. I'll give them that. It was a very irrational year that they won on. Some people say the hardest championship ever. Some people say asterisk.
All the ball players say it's the toughest one.
And the way that the way that LA kind of shapes their future now is really bad for an organization trying to build something. Like, 'cause they believe in like instant success. So it's hard for them to ever build anything with the way they think about winning, especially now. They tried to do it before. They ended up with Kuz and Randall and all those dudes, and they was like, yeah, this is trash. We're not good. Apparently they didn't feel like they were good enough to rebuild through the draft. Like maybe that's not what this organization is good at, since technically the dude that was in charge of most rings died. Like Bus was around. He the one that put most of those teams together. Like Jeannie got this one. This is like the only one. She didn't do none of the other ones. Like, so maybe they just personnel might not be her strong suit. Rob Pelinka might not be the best to be in charge. It's the Laker way, which gives them no time to like groom a coach. But it's also a weird time for LA because they got LeBron, and LeBron is 39. And it's always like win now. The only problem is like they've redone the CBA. The CBA is different, so the money looks crazy now. That second apron is about to kill. Lakers don't have very much flexibility and gave away most of their first round draft picks. Like they're not in a great position to do anything, but they still expect to win every year and be like, we're going to win. We have the best players. That's just not feasible. And the next coach, what's his run time? He going to sign 2-year deals with LeBron? However long LeBron signed, they're going to sign the coach for, same deal with a player option. That's not going to work. That's why they keep signing these dudes 4-year deals and firing them.
I feel like, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on the LeBron thing. The part, I'm iffy on the part where you was like, it's tough because of the way you got to build a team around LeBron. I feel like that's the way you got to build. Most teams, that's the way you have to build.
No, it's
because
the only LeBron himself, bro. It's not the skill set. It's the personality. It's the media. It's everything that comes with LeBron being LeBron. It's not just basketball.
I don't feel like it's necessary. If he hadn't won everywhere he'd been, I'd say it was an issue. But the man done won everywhere. I just feel like when you got superstars, it's gonna be like that, no matter who your superstar is. And that's how it's gonna be on most teams. Most teams that have won none of them have been homegrown, except for maybe the Warriors. And for them to have that, I'm talking about like in this era, not
so like the last 15 years or so.
Yeah, like
okay.
When LeBron's like prime on up, from like them teams on up.
What is that? What is it? 2010? You talking about like 2011 Miami?
Yeah, like the Heat era, from the Heat era on up. It really hasn't been no homegrown team winning except for the Warriors. And for them to have sustained success, they went and got KD. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really been like no homegrown team that's just like won it all for real.
The Spurs won, bro. The Spurs won with their little homegrown. Kawhi was a Spur at first. Don't forget that.
But that's
all homegrown.
And that's what I'm saying. That was the last of an
era. I can see that. I feel like that also comes from the whole player empowerment movement thing, though, bro. Like sometimes you just need to stay there. I'm not saying it always works out. I'm not saying it does that.
Hey.
But you got to think like technically the way you say that is not true because Giannis won theirs with homegrown talent and Denver just won with the homegrown, but it took 7-8 years for it to come together. Like, it just takes time.
And hold on, I would agree with you with that if niggas didn't put in the time where they started. Niggas like LeBron, he put in that time in Cleveland before he left. He put in his 7-8 years. And the stuff that Denver did for their squad or what Milwaukee did for their squad, Cleveland didn't do for LeBron.
I agree with that, bro.
OKC didn't do for OKC didn't necessarily do for KD. So you gotta go.
I agree with that.
Yeah, you gotta go. I feel like that's with any job. If you stay at a job for 7 years and you steady trying to grow, and your vision and the company vision ain't lining up, you gonna try to go somewhere where you can win.
I definitely agree with that, bro. But the difference is in basketball, it don't always lead to dubs. Like that doesn't always.
But that's why. That's why I'm saying. In his case, it did. In his case, it did. So that's what I'm saying.
He did, yeah, I guess he got the dubs, and then, but see,
and he went back and got the dub that everybody wanted him to get.
Right. But I also feel like his championships are sporadic, bro. Like the Heat one, they had a good 4-year run, but after that, it was like maybe for I know that the Heat had their little run and he had the thing with the Warriors and they ran across each other for a little while. But there was still like sporadic. You got 2 here, you get 1 here, you get another one 5 years later.
You're talking about the 8 straight NBA finals?
That's what I was about to say.
Are we talking about winning 8 straight NBA finals or just go?
Are we talking
about winning?
But you just said that
hold on.
No, I'm only talking about winning. I didn't say
we don't talk about it. We got to talk about it for real.
I'm only talking about we were just talking about champions.
Hold on. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. You said they're sporadic, but we know why they're sporadic. You know why they're sporadic. They would have been championship, but one team went to get the Kevin Durant and the other one couldn't. Nobody.
I mean,
that's the truth.
Listen. Tim Duncan.
I'm just saying that's the truth.
Tim Duncan got 5 of them joints, and his was sporadic. He like one of the more consistent. The Spurs were the most consistent team in basketball for 20 years. It pulled them 5 championships and a bunch of good tries. I'm not knocking the hustle. I'm just saying, bro, they're sporadic championships. Like LeBron didn't go on a 3 or 4 year of like just winning chips. He would get there and then it would blow out. They would build a team, it would blow out. I get the man has had some terrible luck and some good runs. No,
what I'm saying is nobody did that though. The Warriors didn't win 3 championships in a row.
No, nobody's done that since
Shaq and Kobe. So I mean,
it's hard.
Everybody championships was sporadic
with the back-to-back, but it's sporadic. All I'm saying is it's sporadic, man. I don't know what you want me to say.
I don't think nothing wrong with that though.
It's just tough.
Why is it tough?
I'm saying, bro, because they all flame out. So, like, every few years, his teams flame out for whatever reason. Somebody aged out of the room, or they ran out of money, or they made all the moves they could make in the LeBron era, and there wasn't no other moves to make, so LeBron leaves. Like, there's always been this element of LeBron, bro. It's not past Clippers, past the early Cleveland years when when they were still stuck in old basketball. From like the 2011s on when they were kind of moving towards speedy ball and he finally got to Miami with a team that ran. So like D-Wade goes out. First year, they weren't jailed. Dallas wins. They go back to back and then D-Wade's just not D-Wade anymore. And that kind of ran its course. He goes back to Cleveland. You get the cycle of Cleveland and Golden State where it's just every time it's always, I get it, it's always LeBron on the bad end of the run. Like, be on the bad end of everybody else's runs. And it just works out that way. Now the coaching cycle is it's like it's only going to be 2 years. Because it seems like LA is in a 2-year or bust window. I don't know how many games they expect to win with the team they have or the continuity they have. But it's every time from then forward, it's always a what does LeBron James want to do? It's crazy because technically they've been on a LeBron might retire watch for like 10 years, bro. Like you knew he was, physically gifted, but it's been a long time. And everybody's like, when is LeBron going to slow down? And every year LeBron does the same thing LeBron does. But over time, that hamstrings a team. Like Miami didn't want to do it. They refused to do the LeBron. They like, nah, bro. This 4-year was a great run, but like anything more than that, it's gonna start hurting it. Like so, Riley wouldn't do it. He was like, all right, fine, I'm gonna just dip, go back home, get this ring.
And a lot of that just has to do with nowadays. If you're the best player in the league, either you gonna do it for them or you not gonna do it for them. And if you ain't gonna do it for them, then the man ain't got no choice but to go. I feel like like
there's only so much bending you can do for a player, bro. Like before,
that's because now the money is different. Back in Jordan day, I feel like everybody would agree 100%. As far as basketball, Chicago got off too easy. They owed this nigga so much more money. You're right. LeBron is probably the closest.
The way they used to get paid before the salary.
Yeah, LeBron is probably the closest. I'm just talking about as far as stature, as a figure, as an icon. He's gonna be the closest to Jordan in basketball. If they switch places, the same thing happened. The same thing gonna happen. It's just the money is gonna be too much, especially now because you gotta pay these niggas this money. It ain't like back then when you could be like, well, shit, we gonna hold it up, bruh, and that's just gonna be it. And hell nah, these niggas.
Money wasn't. I'm saying player empowerment has a lot to do with it. It's the player empowerment movement, all of that. But I'm just saying, sometimes with power, bruh, comes the possibility.
So check this out. I feel like that's gonna be it. Do you think Wemby gonna spend his whole career as a San Antonio Spur?
No. It's very possible, bro.
No,
it's very possible. All they gotta do is not mess it up. You saying no, Chris, but why are you saying no?
I'm just
because I don't think he's gonna spend his whole entire career as a Spur.
What reason do
Tim Duncan did it?
You think they just gonna lose?
Okay, and when
they just gonna suck?
Do you think?
No, I ain't saying that they're gonna suck. That's not what I'm saying.
All of this is all projection.
What I'm saying
all of this is all projection. With the trajectory that they got right now, with the trajectory that Wemby has right now, do you think with how you know that the Spurs move, that they gonna give this nigga what he's worth? Or is he gonna have to go elsewhere?
No, they'll pay him. You mean like for pay?
Yeah.
No, they'll pay him.
Because now these contracts getting ridiculous.
But they'll pay him because for whatever it is, for whatever the metrics are, he will have met those metrics and they'll pay him. He moves the needle enough for an organization. You pay him. That is a player that they may not pay some other dudes. They might short some other dudes in San Antonio. They're not going to short him.
Now I'm going to ask you this question, and I'm going to just use LeBron because we're talking about LeBron. Do you feel like Wemby has the same pressure to win on him that LeBron did when he came in?
No.
Not close, right?
No. You know what's crazy is I don't think they expected much winning from Wemby at all. Like the Spurs were trash, and they were saying from the gate, like the Spurs are garbage.
And I feel what I'm saying is I feel like that's gonna make a difference. I didn't expect them
winning from LeBron either. Everybody else, I know what you mean though. Like
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
turn the franchise around.
I feel like all that's gonna count, but I feel like now like you said, with the player empowerment, just with the way things are going, it's tough. It is tough to grow a team, dog. It's very tough. Much seldom win, and those outliers that you gave us, how many of them having the sustained success that you see some of the players who moved has? Shit, we looking at Denver right now. Shit, now they down 2-0 to the new nigga. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
looking tough, bro.
Fucking Giannis ain't been back since. You know what I'm saying? KD, all these niggas that got these big moving parts, shit, at least they been to the dance at least multiple times, nigga, and won multiple times. So I guess the formula just changed. It's a million ways to skin a cat.
You know what? But that's what I'm saying. Like it don't work for everybody. Like sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you get all the freedom you want, and you look back on your career and you was like, nah, at least I made a lot of money. I mean, especially now because
James Harden
do all that stuff and make no money. Now they can be like, hey, I made a lot of money. I might have made some terrible choices and didn't win anything, but I made a lot of money. Because they all gonna say it now because everybody getting paid.
Of course.
Everybody getting paid, bro.
Of course. Quick question. Brianna, did Darvin Ham deserve to get fired?
Yes, and they can fire Frank Vogel right along with him.
Whoa! Turn on the lights. Wait a minute. Why fire Frank Vogel? He's an NBA champion. You guys were happy to get him over there with the Suns. You got AD.
He's definitely a champion.
You got Devin Booker. You got Bradley Beal. What's the problem? Just play those three and you win a championship. What happened?
These niggas can't guard a plumber.
Was it? Wait a minute. KD got D though. KD got D.
Hold on now. Just like I don't be putting it all on LeBron, man. KD 35, man. Come on, man. We can't be expecting KD to go out there and lock niggas up. No.
That would have been exclamation pointed right now today.
Brianna, I'm riding with you this time now. He tried, nigga. Everybody tried. This nigga Anthony Edwards is a motherfucking buzzsaw, nigga. This nigga is destroying everything.
I do have to ask you this question. Brianna, should KD leave? Should he try to be traded somewhere? Should he ask out?
Should he come to the Lakers?
The boy's going to the chip for real.
He should do whatever best for him.
Wow.
But listen, we tried to tell you that that team is flawedly built. It's just you need it.
They need a true point guard. Is what they need.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, they need. Yes, I would agree with that. But they said they didn't need one. That was your boy. That was them.
Got rid of CP3.
They also said, "Hey, we got this." So obviously, y'all didn't have it. Y'all need more. I think they should have stayed once they had with the team that they had. Once they had KD, Devin Booker, they was good. They didn't need Bradley Beal, but they decided they wanted to get it. So I understand why you went for it.
Man.
Now you stuck, bro. And this nigga getting paid. Woo! And you got to pay him. And he barely be on the court.
Nah, man.
You better quit doing that, Bradley Beal. Wife asked for that motherfucking PlayStation back.
Shit, it ain't never coming back. I'm just saying the truth. The truth is, he can't stay healthy, man. He can't stay healthy.
But this is the healthiest that all three of them have been in a long time.
That's true. But they definitely needed a point guard. They definitely needed a more active big man. They needed a lot of different things. But they didn't get it. And now where are you going to go from here?
They up against the second apron. Anybody up against that second apron is toast.
It's done, man. You ain't got no room in cat room. You ain't got no room to make no moves. The only move that only make moves that make sense is trade and KD if he wants out. That's the only way. That's the only way. But
you think all three of them is playing there next year. You got to get a point guard, bro. You got to get somebody to run the offense. It don't matter. You got
CP3
you got to get somebody who doesn't care about just playing point.
They get CP3 back?
No.
We'll trade D-Lo.
I don't feel like
he can be like
CP3. I feel like they should have got rid of him, bro. CP3 need to come hoop with us somewhere in Charlotte, bro. Like, can't take it. I love CP3. I love CP3. His body can't take it no more, bro.
Don't sound like it.
Man.
His body can't take it, man.
I feel you, dog. I feel you. It's time, yeah.
Hey,
he said he playing next year again too, so
he's not gonna quit until they make him quit, bro.
It's gonna be interesting.
Right, well, go ahead.
Next year is gonna be interesting.
Go ahead and just drag your career stats down there, nigga. Do that.
Next year is gonna be interesting, man. We'll see. But yeah, I think it might have been right for him. Who y'all feel like the next coach of the Lakers should be? I know who I want to say, but it ain't gonna happen because they just don't want it to happen. Nah, Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson should be the next coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, but they're not gonna do it.
Nope.
They're not gonna do it. They're not. They
should hire Mike Budenholzer.
I don't know. I feel like Mark Jackson is the hire because I feel like he will hold everybody accountable and he don't give a fuck about nobody's status.
Mike Budenholzer will make sure that they're sharp on the defensive end. If they're better defensively, they can get farther and they can get the offense figured out. This year, the others flamed out on LeBron and AD.
Facts.
So they just need to get that part figured out. They should have just traded D-Lo. They should have got Buddy Hield. Shit. They should have get you another shooter. I feel like Austin Reeves can stay. Rui can stay. Get rid of some of them big dudes that wasn't getting no burn.
But if they had done what they were supposed, if they had did the trade by trading AR, Austin Reeves and D'Lo, and they would have got Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, I feel like they would have been better.
They would have beat the Nuggets probably.
They would have beat the Nuggets. They would have had more size and you got shooting. But yet the GM, who I said should be fired, I want to keep my players. Okay.
And then you got Darvin Ham out that bitch just closing his eyes and pointing to the roster. Like, yeah. I'm starting these 5 tonight.
I guess, man. Moving on. Final topic of the night. NBA playoffs, man. I know we kind of got into that a little bit. Lakers is out. Suns is out.
Clippers is out.
Clippers is out. It's just, I mean, we had to get the disappointing teams out the way. Who's in? We still got the Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers playing. It looks like the Celtics took game 1. You have the Pacers and the Knicks. The Knicks took game 1. You have the Thunder and the Mavericks that are playing right now as we speak. And we have the T-Wolves and the Nuggets, and the T-Wolves have taken both games, the first 2 games, in Denver. Woo! We can talk about that game last. How y'all feeling about these playoffs, man? I think they're fantastic. Even the first round, it was great. All the games were very entertaining. Nobody gave up. I never felt like nobody quit. I felt like everybody played to the whistle. They playing hard. It's just that the coaching is on display. When you don't know how to make adjustments, that is definitely on display. Hence the Lakers. We were just seeing it. Like, what is he doing?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Sean. I had to do it, man. I had to do it. It was very frustrating to watch.
Dirty, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But
you
I'm not.
good.
Who y'all got, man? Y'all still good? I mean, the guys that I have picked, Milwaukee's out. Uh,
Ain't no way.
damn.
No, I'm not good, bro. I picked Denver. What you mean? No, not good. Dude, Anthony Edwards is Thanos right now. He is destroying
Listen,
stuff. Minnesota themselves is a great team, though. They ain't scared of nobody. We was wondering how the youth was gonna feel. Hey, looks like their legs is under them. They are ready. So, shoot, I have no reason to not pick the Minnesota Timberwolves to come out of the West. I feel like they could beat OKC or the Mavericks.
Yeah.
And I mean, Denver are the defending champs. Teams done went down 2-0 before. Turn it around. Dirk done did it. Few people done did it. So we'll see how that go. How about them Knicks? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chris ain't even want me to get to the second round, despite that adversity. From Mr. Scurry. We out here. Don't look at me. Embiid average 35. I don't want to hear the
I'm
shit.
about to say, if my boy was 100, that shit would have been over quick.
Hey, he averaged 35.
Best player in the
That's all I'm
NBA.
saying.
I don't care.
That's all I'm saying. But Knicks Pacers should be a good series. If game one is anything to go by, I do feel like the Celtics probably gonna sweep the Cavs. It's over with for them boys. Yeah, man, that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna save the Timberwolves first. I do think, in my heart of hearts, I am rooting for the Cavaliers. I'm gonna pick them to beat the Celtics. Do I really believe that they're going to do that? No, I really
Better
don't.
100 right now.
I think the Celtics are going to the finals at this point because Giannis got hurt and messed up their whole season. But yeah, I'm a say that the Cavaliers is going to win it in 7, but in my head, no, it's not. It's not happening. In the Pacers Knicks series, I actually have the Pacers. I like the Pacers. I think the Pacers is going to steal the next game.
Hell no.
I think the Pacers are going to steal the next game. I think they'll take game 3. Knicks will take game 4, and then the Pacers will take the next 2. Thunder Mavericks. I think the experience of the Mavericks and the lack of experience for the Thunder, I think it's going to be a very good series. But I got the Mavericks in 6. And I said this before game 1. I wish we had done a show because it would have been on record. I would have picked the Timberwolves to beat the Nuggets because they have the big man to do what the Lakers couldn't do because the Lakers didn't play enough big man. So I like the T-Wolves to go all the way to the finals at this point. The T-Wolves look good, man. Karl-Anthony Towns came out last game, was like, oh, y'all not going to guard me out here? Come on, yo, step out here. Bam. Come on, yo, step out here. You know? Bam. Then he stepped out there, passed the ball. Now, I don't know where Nas Reed come from, but he come out there spraying everything like he on commentary. I ain't know. I ain't know about him, but it's just a bad matchup for the Nuggets. The Nuggets can't do what they normally do, and they got very comfortable in their rotations because those rotations was working for versus LA because when their big man went out, they could put in their big man, and their big man could do what he wanted to do, and Murray can do what he wanted to do when Jokic went out. And in this series, the Timberwolves got big athletic guards, and that's giving them fits. Now, I think Michael Porter Jr. is the key in this series. He got to step up. He got to become more aggressive because obviously Murray is struggling. And I think he has to be like he was in the last series against the Lakers that people don't talk about. He was the second best player. I think Murray was just finishing the games. But I don't see them beating the T-Wolves, especially losing the first 2 games at home. I think we on the verge of a sweep, dog. It's just a bad matchup, man. Matchups make styles make fights, and I feel like the style that the T Wolves are playing right now, the Nuggets just they ain't got nothing for it. I don't see the adjustment that they can make. So
Fight back.
yeah, man, it's looking like it's looking pretty bad, man. It's looking very Kendrick Lamar esque right now. Kendrick Lamar Drake esque right now. Who you got, Blair? What you thinking about the playoffs, bro?
Am I supposed to be going through all of them?
You can just say who you got in the finals. It's up to you, baby. It's your world.
All of them, bro. Like, we ain't doing all that. It ain't
They're gonna wait till
Boston
the
series look like it probably won't be that great. That's mine. I had Denver, but Denver ain't looking too good. I won't know until game 3 what is.
No, you know, Blair. You saw these first 2 games.
You know, big dog.
It's rough. Murray
No.
does not help at all. Like, they need every drop of him, and he can't give them everything he got. And they letting it be super physical in the playoffs too. So it does not play to their strengths right now, and it's a lot of build up. So yeah, I'm gonna go OKC because I like OKC to come out of that one. I think Boston's gonna come out, so I'm gonna just go Boston. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it, and I don't know, and I still have to say it. I'm just not going to pick Minnesota. So if I had to pick a new team that's not Denver, it'll just be OKC.
You're taking the young Bucks, the young Bulls, to get all the way to the finals. I feel it.
You taking them over Baby Jordan?
Baby Jordan.
That's what they calling the man.
That's what they call him in the streets.
They calling that man.
That's what they call him in the streets.
I ain't there yet. Man be balling. I ain't got baby.
I'ma say when they say Jordan, I don't see, Jordan, but I see as far as like style of play. I can see Jordan. Yeah, he's more Jordan, Kobe-esque, the type of moves he do and stuff like that. I feel like he can do the finesse stuff and he can high fly. I ain't saying he going out here and winning 6 championships, but the style of play.
That was later Jordan, bro. I guess I don't know what Jordan they talking about, but we'll go with early Jordan.
Hey, that's what KG said. 84 Jordan. That's what KG said. 84 Jordan. I don't know. I tell you what.
85, 86, 87 Jordan. That was the best one. I'm just saying. Before he won the championships, that was the best one. That's unstoppable.
That's a good debate.
Oh my God.
Sean, who you got, man? What you got? What you got for this
got the Lakers.
Yep. Hey, honestly, after my game, I ain't watched no more damn basketball. I only watched the motherfucking Indiana Fever. I ain't watched no more damn men.
I already know, bro.
Caitlin Clark not winning the finals.
Don't be like that, Sean, man. Come on, bruh.
I'm not interested anymore. Now, from the highlights that I see on ESPN and everything like that, I like what I see from T-Wolves. But again, I still got my pick with Boston. But since the Lakers is out, I'm gonna have to go Boston. OKC.
Dang, I think OKC can beat them boys for good. Big Yoke can beat them niggas. You think Chet Holmgren, Josh Diddy gonna beat them?
I think they're more. I feel like they're more equipped to do so. I think they're more equipped to do so.
But Josh P. Diddy.
I mean, you never know, man. You never know. Brianna, if you're there, paging Brianna, do you have your OKC Thunder, who you are with
Brianna is a Suns fan.
10% of the time.
I knew she
I
was
still
going
rock
to do
that.
that.
Out of here, man. This is so bullshit. Fake news.
She's back.
No, put the Phoenix Suns text messages up.
Don't come out here with that bullshit. You all been talking about she's back.
She's back.
Oh, you're on a dirty boy.
No good.
Sean, switch it up, man. Switch it up.
Yeah, Sean, go ahead and put you on a Celtics jersey.
Never.
Who you got, man? Who you got? Who you got in the finals, man?
Still gonna go with Boston.
Obviously.
Winning that series over the Cavs. I'm gonna go with the Knicks beating the Pacers.
Let's go. Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm gonna go with the Thunder beating the Mavs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still gonna go with the Nuggets beating the T-Wolves.
Okay, I like that.
Dick, hold down the fort for them Nuggets. It don't look good.
It don't, not at all. It looks terrible.
It don't look good. It looks
Sometimes
bad.
it's bad at first.
It really looks bad. It really looks like the style that they're playing, they can't keep up.
Yeah,
It really looks that way. It really looks like, man, what you're doing, I don't know how to adjust to it. Like, and I can't blame Jokic for what's going on because it's like him versus three niggas and he can't do nothing. He can ball, but he be like, nigga, help me. Help me, please. I'm out here by myself. Shit. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It's a great time. That's all we got for today. Brianna, do you have anything?
No.
No, she does not.
It was going to be a long schedule.
Nice long one for y'all, man, because we've been gone for 2 weeks, man. We back. See y'all next week. Continue to like, share, subscribe. We appreciate y'all for watching, sticking with your boys. We coming up on show 200, man. We got to go live for that one, man. We coming up on show 200.
Damn.
Y'all enjoy show 195. We appreciate y'all. Till next week. Deuce.
Please.
Peace.